Mr. Secretary, since coming to Congress, I have been really, when people ask me, what are your thoughts? One of the things that I've taken away from this place and tried to convey back home is a shocking amount of espionage and activity from foreign adversaries into the United States. And some of those briefings that we've had included here in the Education Committee, particularly when it comes to China and their involvement and their form of elite capture that occurs. And so my question has to do with Section 117 of the Higher Education Act that mandates that the universities and colleges must report twice each year to the Secretary whenever they receive foreign monetary or non-monetary gifts in excess of $250,000, correct?
Correct.
Okay. In October of 2020, the Department of Education under the Trump administration conducted a study and they issued a report entitled Institutional Compliance with Section 117 of the Higher Education Act of 1965. This is the copy of the study. I'm sure that you reviewed that study before.
I've been briefed, yes.
Yes. Madam Chair, I'd like to enter this into the record if that's possible.
Without objection.
Thank you. So in this study, they document a shocking number of universities and colleges that were out of compliance with Section 117. Do you have any comments regarding that?
Yeah, thank you. I share your concern. I'm a big believer that we have to stop any foreign influence in our schools. We're committed to that, and we're committed to working with you to make sure that we communicate what we're doing on that. I can tell you that the Department of Education has taken it seriously. We provided foreign gifts reports of over almost 39,000 foreign gifts that were given to universities, over $21 billion. So this is something that we communicate openly. We believe in the transparency. Additionally, sir, we're part of the FBI's National Counterintelligence Task Force to make sure that our agency is working with law enforcement, investigative arm, to make sure that not only are we transparent about the information and clear which universities are getting which gifts from which countries, but that the arm that does the investigations has the information. We take it very seriously and we'll continue to do that.
Thank you. Have you followed up on this report and the information with an updated report? Particularly what I'm interested in is how many universities are in compliance today versus were in compliance in 2020.
Mm-hmm. I can have that information looked into and sent to you, sir.
Okay. If you haven't done a report, would you agree that you would you'd be willing to do a follow-up report on that?
I'd be happy to have some follow-up with you on the questions that you have.
Because I'm not trying to be rude. I'm actually asking a legitimate question because I would think based on what came out of this report that you would genuinely want to know where the universities stand and how many of them are in compliance with Section 117.
Yeah, we're definitely interested in making sure foreign influence is out of our schools, which is why we've reported more gifts than the previous administration. We're going to continue to work with the FBI's National Counterintelligence Task Force on investigations.
And then with my limited time, I want to go into an extension of this, which has to do with, I think what we're seeing is obviously the uprise on anti-Semitism on our college campuses. There's been some connections made to groups like Students for Justice in Palestine and other groups. Are you investigating any foreign involvement or connections between foreign entities and funneling money into some of these groups?
Thank you. Currently, we have 145 open investigations. Many of them are shared ancestry. What I can tell you is when we initiate an investigation, information comes out during the investigation that might move the investigation or broaden it. So while I can't comment specifically on your question, I can tell you that that's within the scope of information that we receive from schools, and if that is part of our investigation request, then it's something that would be investigated.
And these groups, they can receive the money, but only directly through the universities. Is that correct, or can they receive money directly from the outside?
I could have my team follow up with you on that information.
Okay, that would be good to know.
Sure.
Thank you. My time has expired.